There is something about a warm summer morning, the golden light, the pour over coffee, the challenge of tending to my garden before the sun dries the dew off the grass under my feet. Welcome back. Today I'm taking you along for a simple summer day, harvesting from the garden, arranging fresh flowers, and painting something beautiful by hand. Our garden is in full swing right now. This little piece of Eden has fed us in more ways than one this season. I find such peace in these slow moments, walking barefoot, checking on what's grown overnight, and filling my basket with loads of color. The long summer days leave my body tired, but my heart so very full. I used to think I didn't like summer, mostly because I wasn't spending those warmer months doing the right things. For a long time, summer just felt like long, hot days, while everything else in life carried on as usual. But now I feel incredibly grateful to truly experience the rhythm of these seasons. I never considered myself one who's felt one with nature, but the more I live in tune with it, the more I believe that the changing seasons actually mirror how God designed our minds and bodies. As the days grow longer, our energy and enthusiasm seems to do the same. And when they begin to shorten, we naturally shift toward rest and reflection, preparation for what's to come. The tomatoes and okra are beginning to produce. I tucked sunflowers and marigolds around them in spring to help keep bugs away, and so far it's worked really well. There's zinnias in abundance, enough for each of our rooms to enjoy a bouquet, and then usually some to share, either with family, with friends, or on the coffee bar at church. Right now I'm yielding a full harvest once or twice a week. Next year I hope to expand my flower operation and have so many more. Since decorating my daughter Rosie's room a few months ago, I've been really eager to spend time making Annie's room better suited to her interest and personality as well. While there are many more ideas I have for this little room, I felt led to start with hand painting her walls. So I had many sources of inspiration for this hand-painted wallpaper. Her spunky personality meant it needed to be fun. Her bright red hair meant it should be full of color. These sunny summer days led to a feeling of whimsy, and Charlotte Coleman's Pinterest boards really just gave me the confidence I needed to give it a go. I believe this is what the kids are calling trained by Pinterest. There's something so grounding about painting by hand. It's not about perfection, it's just about slowing down, following the flow of the brush, and making something truly your own. I chose a wavy pattern with bold daisies in various sizes, something youthful and lively and bold, much like our Annie girl. With each stroke, I was gently reminded that we don't have to rush. Home can be made slowly, with one loving detail at a time. The rhythm of summer also tends to remind me of my truest self, or quite possibly reveal to me my truest self, the one that I did not know existed within me. If you recall, just a few months ago when I was painting my daughter Rosie's room, I was very insistent that we were not going to paint every wall pink, which was the color of her choosing. However, here I am painting so much of the walls in my daughter Annie's room simply because it's what feels right, it's what feels fun. I have this nostalgia associated with my childhood and having so much color around. Not a lot in my house was just beige or neutral, and I've recently been reminded that it was a lot of fun to grow up that way. So with that being said, when I went to the hardware store to get paint for this project, I did take my daughter Rosie with me and let her pick out some additional paint samples so that we can go back and add a bit more to her room now that time allows. This week we've also been helping take care of a friend's homestead while they're away. It's a quiet kind of honor, stepping into someone else's daily rhythms and tending to the things that they love. So first upon arrival, I check on the pigs. They're a bit rowdy, but always grateful. I make sure their trough is full and that the water is clean. After that, we move on to milking goats. They're gentle and curious and always eager for their grain. Honestly, they get a bit spoiled because they get the room all to themselves as well as the food bowl without their friends trying to butt in. The rhythm of milking is surprisingly meditative for me. My 4-year-old Rosie has done a wonderful job of stepping into the role of my assistant, as she usually does. Chickens are usually waiting by the coop door, clucking and scratching, eager for scraps and their feed. So we gather the eggs and then we check on the cows. They're grazing peacefully under the big oak tree. Rosie actually helped me to walk the fence line and find them. We freshen their water and then just watch them for a moment. So we head up to the house to get the milk strained and into the fridge before it sits out too long. This is all very simple work, but deeply grounding. There's something special in caring for another person's land, something humbling also, the way they trust us with a shared love for the earth, for their animals, and for the way God uses His church as we work together in community. The more I dive into the world of agriculture and homesteading as a whole, that's one thing that I did not expect to find is the community aspect. It is very interesting how so many people are willing to help one another out, to take care and share skills that maybe a lot of people in today's world do not own. It's not all that easy to find someone who can tend to your garden and take care of your chickens while you're away. But what a blessing it is when you know people who are willing to do that because they know that you would be willing to do the same thing in return. And that's just something that I think has been really overlooked in our culture, specifically over the last couple of generations, is just what it looks like to work together. We talk about having the sense of a village or a tribe, but how often does that actually play out? And I know that that can look a lot of different ways, but for me personally, I'm so grateful to have found that through gardening and homesteading. As the sun begins to dip low and the lightning bugs come out, the house grows quiet again. The bouquet I arranged earlier is in full bloom now. The petals continue to unfold, the kind of beauty that doesn't ask for attention but gives it freely. A handful of okra rests on the counter, waiting to be either fried or frozen. There's nothing extraordinary about the day, but that's what makes it meaningful. These are the moments that I never want to forget. The smell of soil on my hands, the sound of bees buzzing around my hummingbird mix, the clink of a mason jar filled with fresh milk. These are the things that make a house feel like home, and that make a sunny summer day feel significant. There is joy in the simple, the handmade, and the heartfelt, and this is what homemaking means to me. In a world that often asks for more, I am often challenged to make peace with less. Less rush, less noise, just a quiet home that is slowly made and gently lived in, and filled always with gratitude. Thank you for spending this sunny summer day with me. If you love simple living and slow days, I would be honored if you subscribed and joined me again. Until next time, Take care and keep creating beauty in your own little corner of the world. Hope you have a great day wherever you're at. Bye, guys.